Well, hey there, friendships. Welcome back to Curtis' Corner. If you're new here, hi, I'm Curtis. This is my corner. And on today's Movie Monday, we are going to be talking about It's a Wonderful Knife, the brand new Christmas horror slasher that has now hit Shudder for all of you to enjoy if you have it. And if you don't, get it. It's cheap. It's great. It's fun. You won't regret it. So we're going to dive in. We're going to talk about this little film. So stay tuned. Just before I get into the review itself, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel for weekly videos as well. In the description below, there is a link to my Patreon. For $1 only, you get creative control and early access to all of my YouTube content. You will get to see everything come out before it goes live on YouTube, and you get to influence what I'm putting on my channel as well. So if that interests you, please click the link in the description box below, join the friend zone over on Patreon, and I will see you there. But now, let's jump into the review. So It's a Wonderful Knife is clearly a play on the film It's a Wonderful Life. It's very apparent in the name of the title itself. I myself have never seen the original one, so I don't really know if there's too many connections. I'm sure there is, but I really thoroughly enjoy, for the most part, what they did with this film. I think it's nothing new and fresh, but the fact that it's a whodunit slasher during Christmas time is not done very often, and I praise it for that. Plus, on top of that, the look of the killer being all white, going by the angel, love that. There are great sequences where there's like chase scenes, fight scenes, the killing scenes. Those are all done really well for the most part. A lot are done very practically. There are some that are CGI, but it's not super apparent. On top of that, there is a lot of good comedy that has great line delivery and great setups for there to actually be a light-hearted tone throughout the film, and allows you to really stay interested in what is happening throughout the runtime. That's about as good really as this gets. The cons about this film, angel, killer, person, the mystery behind who that is aside, some of the performances are not great. Some of the side characters are not even side characters. They're very much like you could flick them and they're gone. They would have nothing in the story to like progress it along. And then just some of the line delivery of Justin Long's character is kind of questionable. Normally he does a really good job in these type of films, but this one I found was a bit of a miss for him. There was supposed to be this underlining, menacing kind of threat to his character, but it was kind of just missing the whole time, and they were trying to make him caring of this town while very apparently making him all about himself and all about greed. It's supposed to be this kind of like into himself, high and mighty mayor that everyone always hates, and he's only looking out for himself in the long run. But all of those feelings that you would normally hate for someone like that, you just don't. You hate the character for different reasons, and it's just, this is a bad performance. There was something that wasn't connecting the pieces together, and it wasn't flowing properly, and ended up making him kind of a lackluster overall villain, if you will. On top of that, the prosthetic teeth that he wears to make him look like he paid for these veneers, he's like all about his appearance because he has like a tan, also really hindered his performance, I found, because you could tell the way he was saying his lines wasn't how he normally says his dialogue in films, and you could see as he's saying them how much he's struggling to keep the prosthetic teeth in his mouth. So it really hindered the performance a lot for me. With the reveal of the angel killer themselves, it was very obvious throughout the film who it was going to be. There is a twist about it, which I did appreciate. It wasn't a great twist, but it did kind of keep you on your toes and think, oh, okay, this is how they went about it during this portion of the film. But for the most part, you know exactly who the angel is going to be, and they make it very apparent and very obvious that there is no surprise at all. And with all of that comes the story itself. There really isn't much of a story I found in this. It is just mayor wants to own the town, girl solves a murder spree, wishes she wasn't in the universe she was in, gets transported to a different universe, and has to re-stop this murder spree from the angel that she thought she stopped but now didn't because it's a different universe. And what I find this kind of an aspect was done better was Happy Death Day, or more recently Total totally killer. They executed the time travel fix things so it doesn't happen later kind of motive much better, and they handled that type of plot element way better than what this one did. But I will say, again, the kills, the action sequences, and the comedy do elevate it to bring it to be a more enjoyable and not so run-of-the-mill and boring type of film. So, with all that being said, I'm going to be giving It's a Wonderful Knife a C+. Nothing horrible. It does add to the collection of horror, holiday, or Christmas time films, which is very highly appreciated. I really enjoy horror films that are centered around holidays. I think it's a fun way to kind of flesh out a holiday and tell new different types of takes and tales on said holiday. And I think if you're just going in for just a generic, easy to put on kind of film, you're going to enjoy this. So hopefully you enjoyed my review for It's a Wonderful Knife. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for my weekly videos and hit that notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video, because if you don't, how else are you going to know? You won't. So do it. I will see you all on Thursday for a brand new collection from Glamlight. Again, we're ending off the horror collections that have been released all throughout October. Finally got the last one. It is for A Nightmare on Elm Street. So be subscribed, hit the notification bell so you know when it's going to be coming up, and I will see you on Thursday. But until then, bye friendships.